to everyone that is connecting to this awesome moment in God's presence. I'm very delighted to be here this evening. This is Emperor Emmanuel Melchizedek, voice of everlasting solution, the vision bearer of the Word of Unique Relevance Christian Fellowship, a non-denominational, non-religious teaching ministry. So I'm excited to be here this evening. Today in our activity schedule as a ministry, today is known as banquet hour, and it's a time to feed at the feet of the Master. So I'm very, very excited. It's a delightful moment for me. So today I have something that is laid in my heart. I have a lot. I have a series of teachings I've been doing offline. And today I'm coming online because I want to connect the entire TWRCF, not minding our place of residence. So that's the major aim why I'm online this evening. So welcome to Banquet Hour with Emperor Emmanuel Melchizedek. What we know this moment to be, that's the revelation behind Banquet Hour, is feeding the you in you. So when you hear feeding the you in you, it's trying to bring an awareness, an awakening that there is a higher self of every man, and that higher self of every man needs to be fed the same way the physical self of the man is being fed. Many years ago, this revelation came to me and was clear, and in different engagement I've had with people, I discovered that like what I'm saying is not everybody that have that understanding. Now, just like within the week, is just revelation that brought me to what I'm about to just share briefly. Now, a lot of people are limited to certain important awareness, and there is no way there can be positive progress. There can be no way positive progress will be made if those awareness are not being carried out. That's if the people don't have the awareness, of people that will bring the awareness to them. So the same way we take care of our physical man, our physical self. Just for instance, you know when your clothes, like what I'm wearing now, if this cloth is dirty, by reason of looking at it, I will know that this cloth is dirty and I need to change it. And it is a responsibility for me to ensure I change this cloth if this cloth is dirty. You know, we are conscious of doing this. It will be rare. A man with his normal senses can't go out with a dirty cloth or go out unkept. It is not possible. Again, in time of feeding, I'm trying to lay a foundation of what this period or what I'm doing, what banquet hour is all about. If you are hungry, anybody that is hungry will go for food. If you are hungry, you go for food. All these things are things that happen to us. Let me use the general word naturally. It's something that happens naturally. So, if you are hungry, you go for food. If you discovered you are naked, you go for clothing. Now, this are responsibility, and we do it. You know, nobody do it for you, except maybe I will come to it. Yeah, it can only happen like me and everyone that is a human. The only time you have people that can do that for you is when you are a baby. Yeah, so parents takes responsibility of feeding their children, clothing them. Now that's a responsibility when you are still a baby. You've not come to a certain age when you can do that for yourself. So it's a responsibility, and once in that raising, it's part of raising. So parents take responsibility of clothing and feeding. I'm bringing an awareness to us what this moment is all about. So God believe that the way we take care of the physical self, the physical body. Now there's another person that's who we truly are. Who we truly are is not like this physical man. The person you are seeing that is talking to you, you know, there is another person behind the face. So this is banquet hour. I'm just trying to lay a foundation for everybody, all that are connecting. I am seeing everyone that is joining and you are recognized. So we need to get this. So we take responsibility of this clothing feeding. But I'm centering because we call it banquet hour. And what we are trying to review is you need to eat. Food, it's something that is very, very important. Without eating, we can't be able to carry out our day-to-day activity. And without eating, you don't talk about being healthy. So feeding is very, very important. All right. So if I am to go back, to connect it, sometimes I don't want to emphasize on some things, making it too spiritual, because most of the times people are limited in spiritual things, so to say. Reason being, a lot of us don't have the ability of knowing that capitally we are spirit. Man capitally is a spirit. And it will not be possible for any man to live life here on earth victoriously and make impact if that person don't have ability to live as a spirit. So banquet hour is strictly meant for awakening and bringing a consciousness that the inward man, which is the real man, the one that determines everything. Why I'm spending time is because what I want to be sharing, this very foundation is necessary before you can connect to the topic I want to share. The inward man needs to be fed the same way the physical man, so to say, is fed. But the question is, I will leave you with that question. as as a human being, you used to know when you are hungry, and you somehow know said, I want to eat this, and I don't want to eat this. Now I'm leaving you with that question. Do you know what your inward self, which is your real self, do you know when the inward self is hungry? And do you have that ability to know what to feed the inward self? Do you know? I'm leaving you with that question, and I want you to, yeah, go ahead and look at it. Do you know when the inward person is hungry? And do you also have ability to know what the inward person needs to be fed with? Is very essential. Now, having said that, I want to welcome everyone and then to go straight to what I want to teach. Today, what I want to teach, I want to teach briefly on you can forecast your future. You can forecast your future. Your future can be forecast. Future you can tell or foretell your future. And I want to make this emphasis. Now, if I am talking about forecasting your future or foretelling your future, you know, like I've made every of my followers, that's those that have known me for years and that believe in my earth assignment and that are part of this ministry. I've established the fact that we are all our prophets. You are your prophets, and you are also your fortune teller. You can say that to yourself, I am my prophet and I am my fortune teller. So future can be forecast. Each and every one of us can forecast our future. But before you can do that, there is a parameter or a measuring tools. There are things that should be in place if you must do that and then get it accurately. And that's just what I want to bring. Now, because if it's issue that has to do with destiny, there is no accident to it. There is no accident to life. There is no accident to life. There is no accident to destiny. And that's why, we can't surprise God. Sometimes, because by the reason of mandate and assignment, if I want to bring some emphasis that has to do with spirituality, that's talking about God or some origin transmission. And so considering the network challenge I want to run, so like I said, I'm teaching on you can forecast your future. Future can be forecast, future can be foretold. And in doing that, you don't need any prophet, you don't need any soothsayer. Now, there are things that need to be in place, what I call perimeters or factors, or what, you know, in as an economist. Now, if you want to give any forecast by reason of profession, yeah, I'm an economist. That's what I study. Now, there is what is called. All right, please. Um, the challenge of the network is really, really affecting this meeting, and so please let me just read the scripture, and I think I may reschedule if the challenge continues. So what I was explaining, I said, if there are models or factors that are available, now that's what we in my field, yeah, you depend on the variables, yeah, whether variable or non-variable. So factors, we help you to do your modeling, yeah, and that will be a base for you to do any forecasting. Now, when it comes to man and when it comes to the issue of future, like what I'm talking about. Now, this future I'm talking about what is certain. What is certain? If what I want to review, if the understanding is there, now it will not like